Hello, my dear alpacas. Today, in our free recorded class, we're going to be learning about a topic in science. And this topic in science has to do with my background. We will be learning about the different plants, as you can see here, and the different animals. Look at this beautiful cat we can find in Ecuador. So I'm going to share my screen with the Nearpod presentation. In your house, please open the Nearpod presentation and follow the slides with me. So this is how the Nearpod presentation looks like. So we will be talking about the flora and fauna in Ecuador. You might say, what is the flora? What is the fauna? We'll see. So in today's lesson, we will compare the four habitats that we have in Ecuador. We will identify the flora and the fauna of each local habitat in Ecuador, and we will also take a look at some ways we can preserve our habitats. So, what is the flora and fauna? Flora relates to all the plants and vegetation that you can find in a habitat. Flora you can think of as flor, as flower in Spanish. So all the plants, all the trees that you can find in a specific place. And fauna, on the other hand, includes all the animals that you can find in a habitat. Any animal, from animals that live in the air, animals that live um, in dry places, in cold places, in warm places, in the water, all the fauna, all the animals, flora, flower, plants, and vegetation. So we will be learning about the four habitats in Ecuador. The first one is the water habitat in the littoral region. This habitat is tropical, but also humid, and also includes ocean, so beautiful ocean. The climate is humid and warm. And as you can see in this picture, the littoral region is part of the coast in Ecuador. So in this picture, you can see Ecuador. This country is Ecuador. And all the yellow part is the littoral region, the coast region of Ecuador. And it's a water habitat. Now, all the animals that live in the littoral region, in the coast, include jaguars, monkeys, papagayos, toucans, and because it's in the coast, we can also find animals that live in the ocean, like whales, dolphins, and different kinds of fish. So here you can take a look at the picture of some animals you can find in the coast, in the tropical and ocean. And some plants include really high trees like palm trees, like cacao trees that gives us chocolate. And we also have swamps in the littoral region, manglares, swamps. Remember we learned about this habitat last class? So here you are going to have a virtual experience of how the coast habitat, how the littoral region looks like. So you can move around your mouse and take a look at this beautiful beach in Ecuador. Now you're going to answer these two questions related to what animals and plants live in the coast region. So the first habitat was the coast, the littoral region. The second place we will learn about in Ecuador is a mountain habitat called the Interandina region. So this habitat, as you saw here, is the mountain habitat. It's really cold and dry. And in Ecuador, as again, here you see the shape of Ecuador, the Andes, the Sierra, is located in the middle of Ecuador. So the Interandina region or Andes region is located in the middle of Ecuador. So here, the yellow part was the coast, the littoral region. Now, the red part in the middle is the Andes region in Ecuador. It's a mountain habitat and it's cold. And we live in this region. Quito is in the Andes region. So some animals we can find in the Andes region are condors, alpacas, as you, llamas, fox, all these animals. And some plants include corn, potato, cebada, that's also a type of rice, wheat, and beans. We can find a lot of types of rices and beans in this region of Ecuador. So in this video, you can also take a look at Cotopaxi Mountain that it's in the Andes region. So with your mouse, you can take a look at it. So in this part, you're going to draw how the Andes region in Ecuador looks like. You're going to draw. Now, let's learn about the third habitat. It's the forest habitat, and it's in the Amazon region. This part has a rainforest. It's really humid. It rains, but it's also really warm. It's hot in there. So in Ecuador, the green part represents the Amazon of Ecuador. So the yellow part was the coast, the red part was the Andes, and the green part is the Amazon, a different habitat, a forest habitat. So some animals you can find in this forest habitat in the Amazon include jaguars, tapirs, toucans, monkeys, parrots, and we also have a lot of vegetation, of flora of plants that includes beans, tomato, coffee, and especially banana trees. We also have trees called Guayacan and Ceibo. You can click on this video and visit the Amazon rainforest through a virtual experience. And you will answer this question related to in what part of Ecuador is the Amazon region located? So you can draw Ecuador and show where is the Amazon region located. And the last habitat in Ecuador is a water habitat called Galapagos region. So this place is these Galapagos are different islands that are part of Ecuador, but these are in the ocean. So you have to go in an airplane or in a boat to Galapagos Island. And the habitat here is really warm, but it's also windy because it's in the middle of the ocean. And in Galapagos, you can find different animals that are in extinction, like giant turtles, like iguanas, like blue and red boobies. These animals, look, they have blue and red feet. Seals, and you can also find coconut plants there and coral reefs underneath the ocean because Galapagos is a water habitat. And you can click on this video and visit Galapagos through a virtual tour. So in this exercise, you are going to complete different regions of Ecuador, and we will learn why our habitats are in danger. Yes, our habitats are in danger because some animals are in extinction. Remember in Galapagos, I told you some animals were in extinction. This means that these animals or plants are being killed and they are no longer being born again. So they are starting to disappear. So these are some animals in Ecuador that are in extinction, like the giant turtle, like condors, All those animals, they are few. There are a few of these animals. Also, there is deforestation in Ecuador. So, especially in the Amazon, people are cutting down trees, and there are no longer trees. And so many animals are losing their homes. Some animals live in the trees, but their trees are gone. No more trees. And that's deforestation when they cut the trees down. Another problem is water pollution. A lot of oceans in Galapagos, also in the coasts, rivers, lakes are being contaminated with trash and with chemicals. So our responsibility is to first take care of our wildlife, of all the flora and fauna we can find in Ecuador. Take care of them. And we also have to clean our oceans. And how do we do that? Recycling the trash, using appropriate amounts of water and light, using eco-friendly products. So it's important that we clean our space. So in the last part of this Nearpod presentation, you are going to think of ways that you can protect our local habitats. You can think of any of the four places: the coast, the Andes, the Amazon, or Galapagos. And think about how can you take care of these four habitats in Ecuador. And then you have to draw and label the four different habitats in Ecuador with their flora and their fauna. So, for example, this first one, Amazon, on. And you are going to draw. So in the Amazon, I remember that there were a lot of palm trees, a lot of trees and animals like a monkey. So you are going to draw all the flora and fauna that you can find in the four regions in Ecuador. So that's the end of our presentation for today about the flora and fauna in Ecuador. Now I'm going to show you what homeworks you have to do this week. So for English, you have to complete two homeworks. You have to complete a going shopping homework, and you have to complete this activity here. So you have to complete the going shopping activity. You can find the instructions here. And also you will be completing some riddles about animals in English, about the new unit in English. Remember to read also. You have to read every week. And for science, you have one homework, which is collecting data. You are going to interview some of your family members and ask them some questions about the flora and fauna in Ecuador. So those are your homeworks. So please don't forget to complete the homeworks for this week. You have two English homeworks and reading and one science homework. So, alpacas, I will see you on my visits. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.